What's up, guys? Welcome back to channel.
What do you got there?
Prepare to be amazed. The rarest Hot Wheel in the world.
Is that what I think it is?
The pink 1969 rear-load beach bomb.
Rick checked the box, and he is very amazed with the Hot Wheels quality.
Holy grail of Hot Wheels, isn't it?
It's in mint condition. These are the original surfboards.
Yeah, that was a ragtop Volkswagen Transporter. Technically, it's a transporter.
Owner wants to sell the Hot Wheel box for his daughter wedding.
My daughter's wedding is a little over a year from now. Maybe now's a great time to sell a Hot Wheel and raise some money for the wedding.
It's one of those little tidbits of history, and generally you see in some guy's personal little museum.
Rick also talks about when and how this car became so popular.
Hot Wheels came out '68, and they got Mustang, Camaros. Every single kid in my neighborhood, we all had our Hot Wheels. All right, do you know anything about it?
They actually stopped making this variety. This was never for sale to the public. That's why it's so valuable.
The fact that only a few of these were produced makes it incredibly rare. No idea what this is worth, but I know it's not going to be cheap. I'm assuming if you have the Holy Grail, you have a lot more Hot Wheels.
About 6,000 Hot Wheels.
What do you want for it?
$150,000.
Let me call a friend. Pretty big dealer in toys.
Rick said that only few of his Hot Wheels are produced, so he decided to call an expert.
Hey, what's up, Rick?
You supposedly know this guy?
Hey, what's up, Bruce?
How are you?
All right, so this is legit.
Do you mind if I take a closer
Go
look?
ahead.
So what are you looking for?
This is a different base, early production ones. So this is definitely the prototype. Some of these two are just raw. Everything looks 100% correct.
So what do you think it's worth?
Easily $100,000 for this car.
Thank you very much.
So I'm thinking 60?
Nah,
I'll go 65 grand.
I'll go down to 140.
I mean, I go as high as 70.
Nah, it's just not going to do it. I guess today's not the day.
Well, thanks for coming in, man.
Dollars? Thank you. But in this case, I think this car is worth probably at least twice that much.
Let's move forward to see something truly insane. The ultimate Hot Wheels collection owned by Bruce Pascal.
Welcome, my friends from Mexico. My name is Bruce Pascal. I'm a collector of Hot Wheels, and I live just outside Washington, D.C. So if you don't mind, I'll show a little bit of my collection virtually. Let's start over here. This is my office, in my warehouse, of course. And what I love about Hot Wheels is the internationality. This set was actually made in Japan. And this is called the Earthshaker. This says made in Mexico on the bottom. Isn't that amazing? And here's Mookie's. Mookie's actually stole the Hot Wheel molds, but made them in Argentina. And what I love about Hot Wheels more than anything, besides all the different sets, look at the artwork on the Bug Bite set. Is that amazing?
Bruce's collection is next level. He calls it his warehouse. But honestly, it looks like a Hot Wheels museum. He's showing us cars from all over the world. This large banner was actually made in 1970 or 1969. And if you went by a gas station, you would be able to see this outside, fill your car up with 8 gallons or more of gas, and you'd get a free Hot Wheel. And here's a great story. Do you see this car on the bottom? When Mattel was just starting, they didn't want to use a real car because they would have to then pay royalties to the car company. So Odo Cooney, who was the artist for Mattel, made a car that looks like part Dodge Charger, part Buick, part General Motors, and it was never really made until Hot Wheels made the car 40 years later. Let's go on a little tour of the warehouse. Now here's where it gets crazy. Bruce has the original sketches for some of the most iconic Hot Wheels.
You know, people always wonder, how do you make a Hot Wheel? A Hot Wheel, before it's made, an artist needs to draw a drawing. This is the original drawing, dated May 13th, 1969, of the Cockney cab. Howard Reese was the artist at that time for Mattel, and he would draw this and show it to the president of Mattel, called Elliot Handler, and say, I'd like to make this car. And then they decide thumbs up or thumbs down. Before every Hot Wheel is made, an artist has to make a sketch. Is this not a bonita, if I use the right word, beautiful sketch of the Hot Wheel? They call it the grocery wagon, we call it the short order. They were deciding, do we put 2 engines on it, or do we just put 1 engine in it? They decided to make 1.
This car, called the Noodle Head, it was almost named Chrome Dome. The creativity behind these designs is just unreal.
Here's the Noodle Head, dated 1969. Has a date down there of December 11th. They were going to call it the Chrome Dome or the Noodle Head. They decided to call it the Noodle Head. There's the original sketch. Here is the original blueprint, actual printer's proof for the Flying Colors blister card. Pretty amazing. That was sent to the artist for his approval of the artwork and the color. Here's for a chop cycle and a rumbler. His name was Lovejoy. He was the architect and artist for those. And then many of you may remember they made a snake and mongoose poster. This is the actual original artwork. Mattel paid $5,000 for an artist to draw this back in 1970. Is that cool? That's the original snake and mongoose artwork. Over here, plenty of items. Here's a bingo set, more printer's proofs of original sets. If you went to a gas station for $1.79, God, I wish I could go back in time. You could buy a case or 20 feet of track. Or if you paid 69 cents, all you had to do is you got a Hot Wheel for 69 cents back in 1970. You just had to buy 10 gallons of gas.
Back in the 70s, gas stations would give away Hot Wheels if you bought gas. Imagine filling up your car and walking out with a free Hot Wheel. He even has the original gas station banner.
Or you could buy a Coca-Cola and send away for 70 cents. With proof of purchase of that Coca-Cola, you could get a Hot Wheel. And here's a few more sets. So if you've ever seen the Hot Wheels factory, this is the original artwork used for the factory, the original artwork used for the track sets.
Hot Wheels packaging wasn't the same everywhere. In Germany, they were called Heißräder, which literally means Hot Wheels.
And Heißräder, does everybody know what that is? That's German for Hot Wheels. So these packages look like Hot Wheels, but they say Heißräder, which is in German for Hot Wheels. Pretty cool. Everybody remember that famous case? But most people have never seen it. This is the original prototype for the actual case. Mattel would make items in see-through clear. And you could get tons of items if you were a Hot Wheel collector back in 1970s. You could get an original wallet, you could get a tattoo, you could get the button that was used at the gas stations, you could join the auto club and put it on your shirt, or you could go to gas stations and get coins. Here's even a wallet on the front side that says Mattel. So lots of cool items. Now let's go to the warehouse. Cars. This is a 1962 Chevy convertible Nova.
This guy isn't just about collecting tiny cars, he's got real ones too. He collects a Maserati Gran Turismo, a Renault Caravelle, and even a 1962 Chevy Nova.
Real quick, that's an Alfa Romeo 4C. It's a carbon fiber body, was made in 2015. That's a 1960 Renault Caravelle, which is a rear engine car. And by the way, that's a rear engine car also. Rear engine car. But that car is really fast. And this one, anybody watching this video can outrun it. It is so slow. It has a real tiny engine inside. Mercedes 1987 450 SL. And here's a Maserati, one of my favorite cars, 2007 Gran Turismo. Cars are in my blood, but I will tell you it's a lot easier to collect smaller cars than big cars.
Bruce's collection is just next level. From prototypes to rare international pieces, this guy is living every collector's dream.
And then last but not least, I love Hot Wheels and I also love artwork related. All these items, these are Odo Cooney prints. This is from my friend Dustin Ramirez. And these are all items that every one of these, Mr. Cooney drew that. Mr. Cooney also drew for magazines to make model kits like AMT. Here's an original page from a Hot Wheels comic. Here's original magazines that Mattel would have produced. 1968, Toy Maker Topics. This picture, this magazine was made by Mattel for all of its employees. So I love getting original documents that are hard to find. And then my goal one day is to catalog all this paperwork. But hidden around here, you never know what I'm gonna find. Some Yukis, Matchbox, Flying Colors, Johnny Lightnings. I have a couple Lido Bolitos at home. And then of course, I love red lines. Everybody who doesn't love red lines, some older ones. And that's my friend, the quick tour. But let's
Bruce's Hot Wheels collection are just amazing. I hope you like this Hot Wheels collections. See you soon in next video.